many years ago, in the early 90s, when I was in my mother phase, I would gather women together, and we would call it a moon lodge. And I was inspired by the book, The Red Tent. At that time, I had already embarked upon the path of the priestess and had aligned myself with the goddess. But I wasn't yet working with the energy of the woman in the physical form. And so it became very apparent very quickly that there was a need for such circles. And as I say, I was much younger at that time. And so the majority of the women who came were in the mother phase. They were, in fact, women who were in their blood. Today I'm a crone. I am 60 years old, and I moved into the crone phase at 58. I had a plan in my mind because I have an engineer's brain. I work in the land of what I often describe as the land of men and machines. And I had logically determined that I would be ready to be a crone at 55, 56, but I obviously had not yet reached the age of wisdom. Because in this phase of the crone, we hold that flow within ourselves, and we are empowered, or we empower ourselves, to bring that energy forward at the time of our calling, rather than the time that the energy of the earth and the moon ties us in a very beautiful way. But it is that ebb and flow. As the crone today, as I say, I hold that energy within myself and am able to bring it forth at the timing of my will. Let's see, you're going to cut out the parts where I go.
Absolutely. Absolutely, I will.
As a very young child, at the age of 5, I experienced sexual assault. And as a result of the wound, the core wound, I was 35 or 36 years old before I experienced an orgasm. And so, like many women, I had disconnected in a lot of ways with my body. And there was a very potent process over many years that I worked through to reclaim that aspect of myself. And certainly for me, there was the calling of the goddess that was a part of that. But for me, as I say, I have an engineering mind, got a lot of fire in my astrological chart. I'm a very strong masculine presence as well. What became very apparent to me over the years and through my journey was that in order to reclaim the goddess, we must first strive to restore to sacred those aspects of the god that have been desecrated. Today we live in a time where there still is much polarization with the male and the female, but it's not looking at the masculine and the feminine principles or energies which really lie within each and every one of us. And so the more we work to bring that energy together, as this is true for me, not saying needs to be true for everyone, this is my journey, but bringing those energies together in a balanced way creates the point of tension within where I have to hold my consciousness, even more so now that I am in the crone phase, because it's always from a place of balance and integration that I want to or will choose to express my fullest power. That's my story, and I'm sticking with it.